Hello and welcome to Video Marketing 101. This is Genevieve Cote and you're watching part one of a video series that I put together for those of you out there who are brand spanking new to video marketing and wondering how to get started. What are the first steps that you need to take? In this video series, I'm going to walk you step by step through exactly what you need to be doing to get yourself up and running and in front of the video camera. Now, I know that might sound a bit stressful getting yourself plastered on YouTube or other video syndication sites, and that is absolutely normal. I know that it was definitely a bit out of my comfort zone when I got started, but I highly recommend you give it a try anyways. Now, I know some people, it's just way too far out of your comfort zone, and that's okay too. So if that's where you're at the moment, wait for part two of this video series, and I'm going to bring some alternatives to actually putting your face up in front of the camera and have other ways that you can also profit from the power of video marketing without actually putting your face up there. So stay tuned for part two. Now, for those of you who are ready to take the challenge and start video marketing, in this video, I'm going to go over choosing a recording device. That is one of the first questions that I usually get from people who are looking into video marketing is, what's the best device? What should I be getting? And so on. I'm going to give you an overview of what to look for and the different advantages and disadvantages of each. Now, there are actually 4 different devices that you could use. We either have the webcam, the pocket, or also known as flip cam, the digital camera, or the camcorder. Now, as far as any of these goes, my first suggestion is quite boring actually, is use what you already have. If you have any of these devices already, just use what you have. As far as the webcam is concerned, I recommend that you at least spend between $50 to $100. The advantage to this is it's good for small budgets. It's one of the cheapest in the gang. It's relative because you can get very expensive webcams, but you can get some very, very cheap for $20, $30. But I recommend you at least get one between $50 and $100. One disadvantage is that it's stationary. It stays where your computer is. Unless you lug your laptop around, you have to stay pretty much inside and shoot your videos there. That can be a fine idea. But if you feel like going outside or going to the park to shoot a video, well, you can't really bring your webcam. So that's one disadvantage. The next device is the pocket or flip cam you might have heard of. It's basically just a smaller version of a camcorder. I've heard 2 different versions. I've heard people who love it and think it's really great. I've heard other people who find that it can blur a lot. The audio isn't always that great. I guess it really depends. Do your research and see what comes up from that. As far as the digital camera, that's what I use. I find it very practical because it's compact. I can bring it wherever I want to go. I love taking pictures, so I can also use it as my camera. However, if you go into getting a digital camera, there are some guidelines that you absolutely have to consider. When choosing a video camera, first of all, make sure that the digital camera does have video option on it because they don't all have it. If they do, here you have a digital still camera is 1080 HD through 720p. Make sure that you have a minimum of 720p. The other thing is make sure that it actually records audio. There are some digital cameras out there that will record a picture. However, you can't put in any audio on it, and that would not be any good for us since we're talking on our videos. The other criteria is make sure that you have a nice length of recording time. I've seen some digital cameras that will keep recording until your memory card is full, And then there's others that will only shoot for about 30 seconds at a time, which is no good. So I recommend you at least get minimum of a 15 to 20 minute recording time. You won't be don't worry, you won't be talking for 15 to 20 minutes, especially not in the beginning. In the beginning, you'll probably just be doing 2-minute maximum videos. However, as you get really comfortable, you might be going to 6, 7, 10 minutes. I know YouTube doesn't accept more than 10 minutes. However, there are other syndication sites that do accept longer. So at least a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes. And then your the last choice would be a camcorder. It definitely has the highest quality, but it's not really necessary. It's going to make the longest videos. The quality and the sound is usually a lot better with a camcorder. However, YouTube really reduces the quality of our videos anyways. A camcorder, you can basically zoom like a telescope. However, that's not necessary either. Most videos they're going to be doing is either going to be headshot or head down to your waist about. So you don't need them to be zooming very far. One thing that you can consider is what other uses will you have apart from marketing? Like I said before, I love taking pictures, so a digital camera was great for me. If you're somebody who wants to do all kinds of family videos and record different events that you go to, then a camcorder could be a good idea. If you have friends that live far or family overseas or something, and you chat with them on Skype or other sites that you can use a webcam with, that could be a perfect choice for you. So really evaluate what other needs you have and what type of videos that you think you're going to be wanting to do. If you're going to want to be going outside in the great outdoors to make videos, if you're going to rather stay in your office, it's all different things to consider. Now I'm going to share with you a website that I found particularly helpful. Come over to cnet.com and click on reviews. Once you come in here, either at the top or down the side, you have different choices. So if we're looking, let's say, at camcorders, you press on camcorders, and you can basically come in here. So you can look at your budget, what is your budget, and click here and go and see what they offer. If you have a favorite manufacturer, you can go and check there. You can also even type up in here the most economic digital camera or the best webcam, and they'll give you all kinds of results. There's videos, there's comparisons, there's reviews. It's very complete site. I found it very helpful. However, it's not the only site in this type. So just go to Google and do a Google search. There's also here this guy Chris Perillo that I found that he was looking at the different flip cams, and he basically was comparing the Creative Vado HD, the Flip Minnow HD, and the Kodak ZI6. And if you scroll down, he talks a bit about each one, and then he actually made one video with all three devices going at the same time, so you can really see the differences in these devices. Now I'm going to let you go with a little overview of some of the basic guidelines. A little checklist here. So like I said in the beginning, use what you already have. Just make sure it has fluid playback, when you upload it onto YouTube, that it's nice and crisp and it keeps going in one shot, and you're not breaking up or sounding like you're in a tin can. Make sure if you look into digital camera that it records audio and that it records a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes. Consider the other uses that you'll have for the device in your everyday life. Make sure that it's easy and simple to upload the video from your device to your computer. Very important, just because when you start doing a lot of videos, if it's this whole complicated shenanigan to get everything uploaded, it's going to be very long and discouraging, and you're not going to have time to do it. Like I said, do your research, do a Google search, access different reviews and comparisons, so you have a good idea when you either order online or go to the store of what you need. and basically respect your budget. So I hope this has helped clear up a bit what device. I know I haven't given you an exact device, but at least I've given you a path to take to find the right fit for you. Enjoy your shopping, and I look forward to talking again, and stay tuned for the next videos.